In this presentation, we'll be talking about TEAS, which is one of the required components of your practical nursing clinical entry process. It's one of 4 key building blocks that makes you eligible to submit a nursing clinical entry application form. TEAS 5 is the version of the test you'll be taking. During the presentation, we'll discuss what the TEAS is and how it's used as part of the clinical entry application process, when and how to take it, tips on how to prepare, minimum scores needed, how the AITS score of TEAS can make your application more competitive, and how to transfer your scores from another school if you've already taken the test. In addition to viewing this presentation, be sure to download these helpful handouts that provide more detailed information and that you can use as a reference. So, what is TEAS? It's an acronym that stands for Test of Essential Academic Skills. We use it as an entrance test to our nursing program for practical nurses. It's an indicator of your aptitude for nursing. The TEAS covers a variety of disciplines. You'll receive scores for reading, math, English, and science, and an adjusted individual test score, which is like a composite score. TEAS is actually used in 2 ways. First, it's one of the required components that makes you eligible to submit your clinical entry application form for practical nursing. The others are participation in the application workshop, minimum GPA, biology prerequisite, and patient care training. Those components are described in other presentations. The second way TEAS can be used is by helping make your application more competitive. The higher your score, the more points you can earn for it. Because you can only take the TEAS twice, be sure you wait till you're ready to score well before taking it. The TEAS is not an easy test and covers a variety of subjects, so we recommend that you complete college-level courses such as biology, math, and English before you attempt the test. ATI offers you a summary of your results, so after taking the first time, go to their website to review your weak areas. You may also receive assistance in certain subjects or in test-taking skills in Tri-County's Tutoring Center. You're allowed to use earplugs during the test, and it's a good idea if distractions bother you. Please time your 2 attempts carefully. After preparation, you'll take the test at the Assessment Center in Miller Hall or in the computer lab at the Easley campus. No appointment is necessary, but notice the TEAS test information handout for details on how to pay the $45 testing fee and when and how the test is administered. It is not given every day. You can expect to spend about 3.5 hours on the test, so prepare for your time carefully as well. If you plan to take it on the Pendleton or Easley campuses, your scores will automatically be added to the system by Assessment Center staff. You're responsible for having TEAS scores sent from ATI to Tri-County Tech if you took the test at another school. Please send an email to the Assessment Center so they know to expect your scores. Include your T number. We have students with duplicate names and need to be sure to apply your scores to your account. Please note, since Tri-County Tech allows only 2 attempts, we look at your first 2 attempts for scoring. No subsequent scores will be used unless you have scores from 3 or more years prior. Scores more than 3 years old will not be used. To allow the Assessment Center ample time to process, transfer scores must arrive 1 business day prior to the nursing clinical entry application deadline for the term the student applies to enter clinicals. This deadline used to be 1 week, but the Assessment Center staff has agreed to reduce it to 1 day. Deadline for TEAS taken on a Tri-County campus is also 1 business day before the deadline. Students are allowed to use earplugs during the test. Refer to the TEAS test information handout, which is linked here. It's your guide to TEAS testing. In addition to completing your general education coursework, you can prepare by making use of the study guide that's published by ATI Testing, the company that makes the test. Copies of the study guide are available from the Tutoring Center in the Student Center 109, or you can purchase a study guide from the ATI Testing website. If you don't do well on the TEAS the first time you take it, you may attempt the test a second time. As mentioned before, the ATI Testing website provides a summary of your weak areas that you can use to determine how to study for your second attempt. We strongly suggest you take your time and prepare for your second try. The tutoring labs are a free service to Tri-County students. They can help with areas that need improvement. In order to be eligible to submit your clinical entry application form for practical nursing, you must earn a minimum TEAS adjusted individual test score of 50%. Again, with 2 chances to take the test to meet these requirements, the system will select your best AITS as your final score. In addition to meeting the minimum scores, performing well on the TEAS can make your clinical entry application form more competitive. Scoring the minimum of 50% will earn 2 points on your application, whereas earning between 90 and 100% earns 6 points. Be sure to watch the segment on the application workshop to learn more about this and other ways to increase your application points. In summary, the TEAS is an entrance test used to assess your aptitude for nursing. It's one of the components you need to become eligible for submitting your nursing clinical entry application form. You can attempt the TEAS twice, so be sure to wait till you feel ready to score well on reading, English, math, and science. Thank you.